88% is battery, 429 kilometers of driving range. Comfort, regenerative braking normal, lane keep assist, I don't need that. Confirm. Lane departure warning, I don't need that. Front collision mitigation, I don't need that. And one very important information that we all need to note down, trip distance is 5.3 kilometers, 100% बाट चलेको हो यो. From Sitapaila till this showroom here in Thapathali, they drove this car and got it here yesterday. So 5.3 kilometers was the total distance traveled yesterday. So we'll record this also. 840 kilometers is the odometer reading. Let's start our range test for the day. I can press this one.
Morning.
Can you please close the sunroof?
Blind is not available in this car.
यो गाडी यति इन्टेलिजेन्ट छ नि हैन. Blind is not available in this car. यसमा blinds हुन्छ नि त अरु गाडीहरुमा. यो गाडीमा blinds नै छैन. This is not a sunroof, this is not a moon roof. This is a vision roof or glass roof. And it doesn't have a blind there. If you think that you're gonna get lots of heat inside the car if you don't have a blind, then that's a mistake. Company says they're using some UV protection and many other protections so that the heat doesn't get into the car. That's some technology they've used. Yes, of course they would have used it because this is not a normal EV. It's a premium EV, ZEEKR X. And in China, ZEEKR X and Volvo EV, they come from the same place. It's the same thing, just that the body and logo is different. Check out the clarity here. Check out the clarity. It's so clear. Hello folks. Namaste and good morning. Is it good morning? Yes, it's good morning. 11:20 now. I am on my way towards Nagarkot. I've got a premium car with me today. It's called ZEEKR. This ZEEKR is premium sub-brand of Geely Automobiles. I'm having fun. It's a really powerful 200 kilowatt motor. You see, it's so bloody powerful. For now, I've got exactly 400 kilometers of driving range with 91% is battery. This car has got 66 kilowatt hour battery. It's NMC battery. And WLTP range, driving range is 440 kilometers for this rear wheel drive ZEEKR X. You know, they also have another car, all wheel drive option, which is going to deliver us the driving range of 420 kilometers. That car has not reached us yet. But yes, this car delivers 440 kilometers of WLTP driving range. The actual range in our driving condition, we'll find it out today. Let's do some uphill drive towards Nagarkot. After that, we'll be doing a little bit of downhill drive also today. Driving in the twisties is fun. This is the kind of suspension setup that I like. It's not that soft. At the same time, it's not that stiff also. It's right. And because of that, I'm not getting much of body roll while driving in this kind of twisties here. Let's have fun. We are on top of Nagarkot now. We'll take a left. I'll be doing a little bit of off-road driving also now after some time. This is my usual place. I come this side regularly whenever I have to test cars. So beautiful people, I have come to this place once again and I love this place. And I can hear echo here today. There is an echo. Anyways, forget that echo. Let's talk about this beauty, ZEEKR. You know, this car, it has got 350 Nm of torque and it's a rear wheel drive EV. It is equipped with 66 kilowatt hour NMC battery and WLTP driving range is 440 kilometers for this rear wheel drive option. Yes, you get all wheel drive option also. There the WLTP range is 420, but let's talk about the car that I'm driving today. And there is a certain kind of technology that they've used for the battery. The high voltage battery, NMC battery, it's called non-fire technology. You just saw the route that I took, right? It was not easy. I came through all rough sections today. I came via Nagarkot, and from Nagarkot to till this place, I'm in Jarsing Paua now. It's all off section. And 191 mm of ground clearance was kind of helpful. This suspension is not that stiff and not that soft. It's on the softer side, not on the stiffer side. So you have to be little careful. Though you've got good ground clearance, you have to be a little bit careful driving this car in the off section. I did not have any problem, but we have to be careful. That's the point to be noted. This car, it's a premium car. In China also, I got feedback from few people who recently came from China. They're saying, you know, ZEEKR is actually considered as a premium car in their country. And yes, I have seen various reviews and all where they have said that they compare this vehicle with other premium brand vehicles like Volvo, Mercedes, and you know what? In some part of Europe, I heard them comparing it with Porsche Macan, that exclusive model from Porsche. It's a good thing for them, and it's a good thing for us. These people got this car to our country also, to our market also. And when you talk about premiumness, interior is something that we should concentrate on in this car, you know. Everything is soft touch. You can call it a fine craftsmanship. You know, whatever they have done in terms of the seat, in terms of this handrest, in terms of the mobile holder here, which is also a fast charger. You know, usually what happens whenever we put the mobile in fast charger places and all, many cars I felt that it moves, it shakes, and the fast charging doesn't happen. Here what they've done is there's something here inside which holds this mobile phone and it doesn't move, and the charging is done perfectly. ZEEKR, it's a sub-brand of Geely. We all know that. There are two sub-brands that Geely is concentrating on in China. One is ZEEKR, another one is Volvo. So Volvo and ZEEKR, they're made in the same EV platform. Everything is same except the design and logo. Otherwise, these two cars, you know, they are the same. If you look at the interior here, they've used so much of copper here. This switch is to open the door. This switch is to access your window. And here you've got steering mounted switches. This logo of ZEEKR. This thing here, the design accent that they've used. If you look here, behind the front seat, this thing, there is, and in the speakers also here, you see, they've used copper everywhere. And check this out here also, copper. They've used it here. Here, this metal, and you can see a little bit of copper here also, right? Copper is used in many places here. Check this out here. They've used it almost everywhere. It's to do with their design theme, design element. It's an aeroplane kind of thing, you know, the use of copper. I've seen only in aircrafts. This is the first time I'm witnessing it in a car. And please understand, this metal, they are real copper. It's not painted that way or there is nothing coating done. It's a real copper actually. In this touch screen here, what they've used they've used Snapdragon chips 8155, which is fastest and smoothest among the competitors and in this segment of EVs that we have in the market. This touch and feel is really good. It's smooth, it's nice. I mean, the way I use my iPad, you know, I'm getting the same feeling. There's no lag, it's no time it's stuck like that, nothing like that. It's very smooth and fast, quick, and the experience is wonderful. This car is made in one particular kind of platform which is called SEA platform, and SEA means Sustainable Experience Architecture. That's the kind of platform this particular company has used to build this car on. The interior design of this car is absolutely delight, let me tell you. The colors here, the lights that you can see here, that accent that they've used, and the steering, it's not a round, traditional round steering. It's flat on the bottom. It's not that flat on the top, but it's not even round. It's a different shape. There is one lever here which you can use in case of emergencies. I've heard people very worried, you know, some cases and all, they saw that the doors are not opening or something. You don't have to panic in that case. In one article that I've seen, you know, doors don't open when the battery percentage comes down to 0. I've seen that case in one of the videos that I've seen. I don't know which brand car it was, but in such cases and all, such emergencies and all, there is one lever here which you can pull to open this door. I have talked about this roof already. There's no blind, and it's a glass roof or vision roof, whatever you want to call. And you know what is the speciality of this roof? 90% sun ray protection and 90% UV ray protection this glass has. And another important thing about this glass is it is 3-layer gas filled glass, and it is laminated also, and that's for safety. The seats are very comfortable, super comfy. It's a memory seat. It comes to my driving position whenever I hit the brakes and this car comes to a ready position to drive. It does that. Let us get out of the car. Check this out. There's no frame here. It's frameless. And another unique part about this car is even the ORVM outside rear view mirror. This is also frameless. This is very unique. And what I've seen is in some cars and all, the 360 camera, you know, it's attached here. But in this car, it's here. कस्तो हुन्छ भने यो ग्लास क्लोज हुने बेलामा यो क्यामेराको भिजन, क्यामेराको भ्यू यताउति जाँदैन. It will be as it is. यहाँ छ camera. It's and this one you see, it's integrated side indicators here. It looks very nice whenever we are using it while we are driving. Check out the alloy wheels here. This is 19 inches alloy wheels. And I really loved the design, you know. It's not the regular diamond cut alloy wheel. It's a little different. I don't know what name they've given. But this wheel, it looks good. It's not the regular kind of grab handle. It's a little different. I'm not a very big fan of how it is, but it's different. When you lock it, it has got the keys, you see. Check out the keys. It's a flush design, but it's unique. It's different from what others are providing. I've come to the very comfortable rear seat here. One thing, you'll not find the AC vents here. The usual place where you find air vent usually. They've given it this side. This is the rear AC vent. It looks nice. There's something here, I don't know what it is. And you know where they've given this charging place? Check out here. Can you see it? Type-C charging port here. I don't know for what reason they selected this place here. The other day I was confused, you know, when I didn't see this in this car. Later on I found out that they've positioned it in a different place. It's a little unique actually. And the seats are very comfortable, you know, they're comfy. Perforated comfy. And it's a wonderful and relaxing place to be at. Now see, this leg room, you might feel it's less. But because I've come outside this car, this seat automatically, it has got a seat memory, it moves behind. That's the reason it's showing only this much. But let me tell you, leg room is massive in this car when the seat goes to my driving position. It is massive, it's nice. Now let's talk profile. It's not the regular design. For me, it's a premium car. It has got a very unique design. Moving towards the back, it's not visible now, but there is a 3D thing. The logo ZEEKR, they've written in a 3D way, and it glows. The light, you know, the bar light that they've given here. There is a wiper. You also have got a spoiler and high mount light here. It's really stylish. And you know how we can open this rear boot? There is a button here. And baki thing is automatic. It is not the biggest boot that you're gonna get. It's a decent size boot here. For few people it might be a concern, for few it might not be a concern. If you ask me, for me this size is more than enough. There's one switch here, and then there it goes. There are sensors, cameras, everything, whatever is required. The way it looks, lights, super cool. For me, there's no room to complain about the design. Design wise, it is just super sexy. There are multiple speakers they've used in this car, and these speakers are from Yamaha. Sound quality is superb. There are many speakers here in this car. Let me talk from this side now. There are 7 airbags in this car, and one unique thing is there is one airbag in between also, and they call it far side airbags. During the time of impact, there is one airbag that comes from between also, so that drivers and co-passengers, they don't come and bang with each other. This ZEEKR, you know, they launched this car in China in the year 2021, and since then it's doing good in terms of sales, and it's doing good in terms of preferences. People are liking it, people are accepting the design, and they are happy with this product in China. That's the reason the acceptance level for this car went high. And you know, now this car is available in Middle East, China of course, it's available in Europe, Australia, Nepal. Amro Nepal hudai bhayihalyo, haina? And talking about the sales figure, in 3 years, I think they've already sold around 4,600 units in China. And you know what? It's actually more than what Volvo is selling in China. Why not? Except when Kina Nagoros. Because this is the sub-brand of Geely. A huge company in China. Huge company. We have heard that name a long time ago. You know, Nepal ma Geely ko IC engines haru पहिला पनि available थियो. Chinese गाडीहरु त्यति popular त भएन हाम्रो देशमा, तर EV आइसकेपछि they are very popular. They are very well accepted also. And Geely ko, it's not only in China or Nepal, you know, they have listed this company Geely in 185th position in Global Fortune 500 companies. And if you want to know about top 10 most valuable automobile brand in the world, Geely comes in 9th position. And this is the only company, Geely, from China to be listed or to be, you know, running in that race. And one very nice feature about this car, you know, we have heard in many of the cars, auto parking feature they have, right? This car, you can even take it out from the parking area. They've given a name, park in and park out, for that feature. So you're getting out of the car is getting automatically parked. You can also ask this car to come out of the parking area so that you can get in after that easily and then start your drive. It's called as parking in and parking out. And sometimes back I was talking about the sensors they have used in this car, you know. Yes, there are sensors in this car, and you find sensors in all the modern cars that they are coming. But one good thing about the sensors they have used in this particular model ZEEKR X is they are the sensors from the most premium branded sensors company available. I don't know the name. I heard it in the review. Yes, they are using the most expensive, most accepted and premium brands of sensors that's equipped in this car. 6 on the front and 6 at the back. And some days back, you know, I had received a message from one of my subscribers, I think in YouTube. He was comparing this ZEEKR with DePaul. Well, I don't think they are competitors, you know. So DePaul rahiyo, every segment they don't fall under a same segment. I have become a big fan of this lights, you know. Angular light design on the front here, which you can see. And the headlamp is here at the bottom. It gives us a little different kind of a look in terms of design. Now what we'll do is we'll continue with the range test. We have done 57.4 kilometers and I have got 347 kilometers of driving range. Oh yes, I've got 79% battery with me. 79% battery with 347 kilometers of driving range. Roads are bad, roads are very bad, but 191 mm of ground clearance is like very helpful. Still, what I say is we have to be careful. We have to be careful. Gaadi lai maya garnu parcha. Bye-bye, Jarsing Pawa. We are heading towards Saku. This is Jarsing Pawa ko welcome gate. There are 5 color options you can select from if you're considering ZEEKR as your next EV. The interior color option that we are using today is different. I did not talk about the brakes, right? They are very, very, very responsive. Brakes are wonderful. Steering feedback that I'm getting is nice. Brakes also, they're very good. I don't know, I don't have to talk much about the features in this car, you know. There are array of it. Lots of them. One video is not going to be enough explaining about the feature. You know, there is one monitor here on the front which is monitoring my activities. It's called fatigue monitor, I think. That's the name they use. And this fatigue monitor is looking at my eyes, looking at my actions and all, and if there is something odd happening, it gives the feedback in the steering, and as a beep also it gives the feedback. It keeps me alert all the time. We have crossed Sali Nadi now. We have entered Kathmandu now. We are in Bauda area. I still have got 78% battery, and I've done 78.5 kilometers already today. Towards Budhanilkantha. This is for our food break. Hungry now. Time is 2:30 already. 3:15. Lunch break done. 33 kilometers of driving range. How are we gonna cover that? It's going to be tough. We still have 76% battery. If you look at it, we can still reach Itahari from here now. Isko range चाहिँ दामी नै छ यो गाडीको. You can see from here what all is happening around. Towards Tokha now, and temperature is getting better. That's the reason I have got 21.5 degree on my side. We can have a control of AC's temperature, whatever we want. And by the way, the seats are ventilated. I'm using it. I'm using ventilated seats. I love that feature, you know. Yep, we still have 327 kilometers of driving range. It's going to be an uphill drive now. Battery 68% मा drain हुन थाल्यो. यो पिकमा हामीहरु पुग्यौं. अब यसपछि चाहिँ आहा, मौसम is getting good now. Nice. One feedback after I started doing this continuous downhill, it's regeneration. You know, if you have seen my videos in the past, you know I also always talk about regenerative braking also. And this car's regenerative braking is very smooth and perfect. It doesn't act weird. Few electric vehicles I have seen them acting really weird, but in this car's case, regenerative braking is perfect. I mean, there's no room to complain at all. It's in your control, and the way it works, you don't feel uncomfortable at all. You know what, people, I just stopped to update you guys. I've done first 100 kilometers of the day, and I have 68% is battery remaining with me, with 300 kilometers of driving range. Listen to that. Pin drop silence inside. By the way, there is something that I forgot to talk about, and it's this card. If you have forgotten your key somewhere, and if this card is there in your pocket, you can open the door and access things from inside the car. This unlocks the car. This is a nice thing, huh? And we are about to reach Likhu Nagarpalika now. Okay, Gangate. Let's take a left towards Galchi now from here. And what's the kind of distance that I've covered? I've done 132 kilometers already. What? I still have 304 kilometers of driving range. There are multiple brands under Geely Automotives. China is one of the biggest automotive giants. They've got 4 decades of experience in automotive, right? The mapping that they've done is in a very different way. All these brands, they've done the mapping like commercial vehicle, luxury vehicle and premium vehicle. This falls under premium. There are few brands which are in luxury segment also, and this is how these people are taking over international automotive market. I've done 150 kilometers already, and I've got 66% of battery remaining with me. I still have 287 kilometers of driving range. Let's go, let's do it. And what is the time? It's 5:45. Oh, long way to go, Awashish. We have already taken a left from Galchi, and we are going towards Kathmandu now. 63% is something that I have with 227 kilometers of driving range. Our car has understood that it is becoming dark outside because the background here in this screen, it was white and bright sometimes back. Now it's dark. It's making our driving experience comfortable, so that there is not much of light coming towards our eyes while we are concentrating on the road. Check out those lights, man. The glow. It looks good now. We are at Noubise after doing 179 kilometers. This circle ride, I still have 54% battery with me. And I've become a big fan of this car's suspension system. It's so comfortable. It's so very comfortable. One important update. I've consumed 50% battery, and with that 50% I did 184 kilometers. I still have 219 kilometers of driving range, and I am about to reach Nakdunga. Tunnel area aipugna लाग्यो. Nakdunga aipugyo. I have got 45% is battery, meaning I require 8% is battery to reach Nakdunga from Noubise. I have done 191 kilometers already, and I have got 194 kilometers of driving range with 45% is of battery. कस्तो दामी लाइट के मलाई यो लाइट नै इन्ट्रेस्टिङ लाग्यो देखियो कस्तो मजाको लाइट है hectic drive 204.3 kilometers done 186 kilometers of driving range. I don't know what's the kind of percentage that I have, because once we put on the indicator, this is what comes here. 360-degree camera. Let me tell you guys, it's very crisp and clear. Nice one. Premium भनेर त्यसै भन्नेको हैन, यो गाडीमा सायद सबै सामानहरु प्रिमियमै युज गरेको छ. I felt that when I was driving. See, I have done 209 kilometers already, and I still have 179 kilometers of driving range, which means I got 388 kilometers of the range today with 100% battery. See, I've got 41% is left. 41% is with 179 kilometers of driving range. 209 kilometers is the total distance that I've covered today. 388 kilometers of driving range that I got today. And the kind of drive it was, you all saw, right? I did uphill drive, downhill drive, off-road stretch also I covered today. I did a lot of city drive also. With the kind of driving experience that I have, electric vehicles, what I think is, any given point of time, this vehicle is gonna give us a driving range of around 400 kilometers. 388 as a dekhaeko cha. I just came back after doing an uphill drive. Now slowly what will happen is this range will change as I drive. So yeah, that's the reason I'm saying I can comfortably do 400 kilometers with this car. One shot Kathmandu Biratnagar I can do it. I'm confident about that. And before closing the video, one thing I felt, they call this vehicle as a premium vehicle, right? It's for a reason. First thing is I became a big fan of its suspension system. I've told that many times. And usually, when I end the video, I talk about the things I do not like about the car. I mean, only sometimes it happens, I like everything about the car. I seriously like everything about the car. For some people, maybe the size will be a matter of concern. Boot space may be a matter of concern because this car doesn't have very large boot space. This is not a very big car. It's a normal size premium car, I should say. So I am okay with that. But some people relate premiumness to size. So there's nothing much I can complain. I was happy with the brakes. I was happy with the way regenerative things work, everything cool. I'm happy with the brand, I can tell, from among the electric cars that I did drive, I did test, this gave me premium experience. Yes, I can say that. I reckon. Yeah, it is a premium car. That's it, people. I think I was there on a steering wheel for 8 hours and 41 minutes today, and I could just cover this much of a distance. That's all because of the kind of roads that we have in our country. If we had a big roads, good roads, I could have munched some more miles, right? Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. If there is anything you want to know about this video, you want to know about the car, which I have not covered in this video, the comment section is all yours. I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Have a wonderful time. Like I always say, stay happy. Bye-bye. Ciao.